Imagine this: an advanced, state-of-the-art Boeing 777-200ER disappears without a trace. This is the chilling story of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. On the 8th day of March, in the year 2014, this international passenger flight vanished from the radar. It was just like any other day, and MH370 was just like any other flight. It took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia, destined for Beijing Capital International Airport in China. Aboard this ill-fated flight were 227 passengers and a crew of 12, hailing from 14 different nations. The majority of the passengers, 153 to be precise, were Chinese citizens. The crew members, all 12 of them, were Malaysians. Even the United States wasn't spared from this tragedy, with 3 of its citizens on board. This routine flight was anything but routine. The Boeing 777 deviated from its path, crossed the Malay Peninsula, and vanished over the Andaman Sea. Despite the most extensive search efforts in aviation history, covering a 120,000 square kilometer area of seabed off the coast of Perth in the southern Indian Ocean, the aircraft was never found. The disappearance of MH370 is not just a mystery, but a chilling reminder of how even in our technologically advanced age, things can simply vanish. The flight was supposed to be routine, a straight path from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, but something went awfully wrong. On the 8th of March, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, also known as MH370, was set to make its usual journey. The Boeing 777-200ER, brimming with 227 passengers and 12 crew members, was to fly from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia to Beijing Capital International Airport in China. The original flight path was well-trodden, a well-defined aerial highway that the aircraft was set to traverse. However, Flight MH370 had other plans. Instead of sticking to the anticipated course, the plane veered off its track. It crossed the Malay Peninsula, a deviation that was neither planned nor anticipated. This change in course was the first indication that something was amiss, the first sign that the flight would not be as routine as it was supposed to be. The deviation was not the end of the anomalies. After crossing the Malay Peninsula, MH370 disappeared over the Andaman Sea. The aircraft, once visible and traceable, suddenly vanished from radar screens, leaving no trace of its location. This was not a simple case of a plane deviating from its course. This was an aircraft carrying 239 souls that had inexplicably vanished. Despite extensive search efforts in the days, weeks, and months that followed, MH370 was not found. It had seemingly disappeared into thin air, leaving behind a sea of questions and a world grappling for answers. The plane's deviation from its original flight path, its crossing of the Malay Peninsula, and its eventual disappearance over the Andaman Sea marked the beginning of one of aviation's greatest mysteries. MH370's unexpected change in course and eventual disappearance is a puzzle that has yet to be solved. In the wake of MH370's disappearance, an enormous search effort was launched, spanning from the Indian Ocean west of Australia to Central Asia. The search was unprecedented in its scale, involving multiple nations and drawing upon a wealth of resources. The enormity of the task was staggering, as the search area encompassed some of the most remote and inaccessible regions of our planet. This international endeavor was not just a search for a missing aircraft, but a quest for answers. Every day, teams of experts meticulously combed through data, hoping to find some trace of the vanished Boeing 777. The focus of their efforts was a 120,000 square kilometer area of seabed, roughly 2,000 kilometers off the coast of Perth in the southern Indian Ocean. This vast expanse of water, known for its treacherous currents and hidden depths, was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but on an almost unimaginable scale. The search teams left no stone unturned in their endeavor. They used state-of-the-art technology and sophisticated search techniques, hoping to locate the aircraft and provide some closure to the families of those on board. They pored over satellite images, analyzed oceanic currents, and deployed deep-sea submersibles to scour the ocean floor. It was a monumental task, but one driven by a collective determination to uncover the truth. Yet, despite these Herculean efforts, the aircraft was never found. The search was eventually called off, leaving behind a sea of unanswered questions. The disappearance of MH370 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries, a puzzle that continues to confound experts even a decade later. Despite the extensive search, the aircraft was never found, deepening the mystery of MH370. The disappearance of MH370 had far-reaching consequences, both for the aviation industry and for the families of those on board. The loss of the Boeing 777 over the Indian Ocean became a catalyst for change, sparking a worldwide review of aviation safety regulations. Yet the aftermath of this incident extended far beyond the immediate shock and grief. In the wake of the disappearance, one of the most significant changes was the introduction of new regulations designed to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. The aviation industry took a hard look at the locator beacons on aircraft. These beacons, which were designed to send out a distress signal in the event of a crash, had their battery life significantly extended. The aim was to ensure that, even in the most challenging conditions, the signal could be detected for a longer period, thereby increasing the chances of locating the aircraft. In addition, the recording times for flight data were extended. This meant that more information could be stored and retrieved in the event of an incident, providing investigators with a more comprehensive picture of what might have gone wrong. But it wasn't just technical changes that came about. The authorities faced intense scrutiny over their handling of the situation. The lack of official information and the perceived delayed response drew widespread criticism, particularly from the Chinese public, as a majority of those on board were of Chinese origin. This criticism led to a broader conversation about transparency and the need for timely, accurate information in the wake of such incidents. The aftermath of the MH370 incident was a time of change, reflection, and learning. It was a time when the aviation industry was forced to confront its shortcomings and take steps to ensure that such an incident would never happen again. The MH370 incident, while tragic, led to significant improvements in aviation safety and spurred on a relentless quest for answers. 6 years on, the mystery of MH370 remains unsolved, its memory still fresh in the minds of many. This enigma, this unsolved puzzle, has been the focus of countless theories attempting to explain the inexplicable. From the plausible to the outlandish, these theories span a wide spectrum of possibilities. Some suggest mechanical failure, a catastrophic event that could have rendered the aircraft uncontrollable. Perhaps a rapid decompression, leaving the crew and passengers unconscious, with the plane continuing on autopilot until it ran out of fuel and plunged into the ocean. But such an event would typically leave a trail of debris, and none was found in the immediate aftermath. Others proposed deliberate action. Could someone on board have hijacked the plane, turning off the transponder and flying it off course? The aircraft's deviation from its flight path and subsequent disappearance over the Andaman Sea lends some credence to this theory. Or perhaps it was an act of terrorism, a plot shrouded in secrecy and executed with chilling precision. And then there are the theories that venture into the realm of the supernatural, the extraterrestrial, and the conspiratorial. From alien abductions to government cover-ups, these theories, while less grounded in fact, reflect the human desire for answers, however extraordinary. Despite the passage of time, the extensive search efforts, and the multitude of theories, the hard truth remains: the plane has not been found. The definitive cause of its disappearance remains unknown. The search for MH370, one of the most expensive in aviation history, has yielded more questions than answers. The mystery of MH370 continues to captivate and confuse us, a stark reminder of the inexplicable and the unknown. We hope you found our deep dive into the mystery of MH370 intriguing, thought-provoking, and informative. If you enjoyed this video, if it sparked your curiosity or stirred your imagination, please give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us keep the conversation going, bringing you more content like this. In the vast, uncharted territory of the unknown, every theory, every possibility, every unanswered question is a potential story waiting to be explored. and we invite you to join us on this journey of discovery. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Your engagement fuels our dedication to uncovering the truths hidden in the shadows, to shedding light on the mysteries that continue to confound us. Stay tuned for more unsolved mysteries, more deep dives into the enigmatic and the inexplicable. And remember, your thoughts, your theories, your insights matter. So don't forget to engage with us in the comments section below. Your support helps us create more content for you. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth.